Hi everyone, welcome to my monthly Friday Q&A. This is the monthly Q&A session that I do where I answer all of your nutrition related questions with evidence-based information. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Taylor. I am a registered dietitian and I help active women improve energy, their eating habits, and mindset around food so they feel confident in themselves and their eating habits without having to follow restrictive diets. And today I'm really excited to jump into the questions. A lot are related more to some hot topics in nutrition that I think I get a lot of these type of questions. So I'm excited to answer them and share more because I think everyone will benefit from these questions that I was asked. So I'm going to jump into it. The very first question that I got was, does cooking vegetables deplete their nutrients? Short answer is yes. Cooking vegetables does deplete them of nutrients, especially the water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B vitamins. And it can also deplete minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron, sodium. That being said, cooking vegetables can also enhance and increase absorption of certain nutrients. So for example, the fiber we find in vitamins is easily digested and absorbed when they're cooked because when cooking them, it reduces the rigidness of the cell wall. So basically we can just digest and absorb fiber better when the vegetables are cooked versus raw. And also when we cook certain vegetables, let's say carrots, when we're cooking carrots that have beta carotene in it, which is an antioxidant, that also increases that antioxidant and increases the ability to absorb that antioxidant. Same for a antioxidant like lycopene in tomatoes. Again, when we cook them, it is more easily digested and absorbed. So there are benefits to cooking your vegetables. And again, there are nutrients that we're able to absorb better when they are cooked versus raw. And again, there are certain nutrients that can be depleted. So some things to note with that: the higher the heat or the longer the vegetable is being cooked, the more likely the nutrients are to be depleted. So avoiding things like, or not necessarily avoiding, but boiling can be one of those methods that depletes a lot of the water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B vitamins. So if you're worried about that, try different cooking methods like steaming or even microwaving, because microwaving, it's shorter period of time, so it's not on the heat or the temperature as long. And steaming, again, it's not in the water itself. It doesn't necessarily deplete the nutrients, again, like boiling would. So those are methods you can try if you want to avoid the nutrient depletion. But that being said, again, just prepare your vegetables in the way that you truly enjoy, because that's what's going to get you to actually eat more of them and get the beneficial nutrients. Don't worry so much about if the way you're cooking them is depleting the nutrients, because you can still get those valuable vitamins and minerals. They're still there, even though they might have been depleted. And then again, you can get them from other food sources as well. So again, cook the vegetables the way that you enjoy, knowing that, again, yes, there is certain nutrients that can be depleted, but also knowing that it can also increase absorption, especially of fiber and antioxidants. That was question 1. So I'm going to go to question 2. Let me see. Okay, my thoughts on bone broth. I thought this was definitely a good topic because I think this is such a buzzword and being talked about a lot, especially on TikTok and social media. I am all for bone broth if you like it. It is beneficial. There are beneficial nutrients in it, and there is benefits to having it, especially with amino acids that are in there and nutrients like magnesium, selenium, potassium. Again, this can all be beneficial for our overall health, our sleep, our anti-inflammatory, so can reduce risk for chronic diseases. That being said, it's not a magical liquid or beverage that if we drink it, we're automatically going to be healthy. We need to make sure what we're eating is also nutrient rich and providing vitamins and minerals, carbs, fat, protein, in order to fully reap the benefits of the nutrients that are in that bone broth. So again, if you like it, yes, it is valuable. It can even help improve digestion as well, as one of the things that is in the research. So if you are going to have it, I would recommend either before or after a meal to help with digestion, possibly after, so it can help digest the food you just ate. But it's not a meal replacement. It isn't a full meal. Again, in order for something to be a full meal, we want to have carbs, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and it doesn't provide all of those things. So yes, again, I do like it. As long as you like it, it is very beneficial, but don't necessarily just drink it because of the possible benefits to it or assume it's a magic elixir to rely on. It's there to supplement, and if you don't like it, don't make yourself drink it. You can get those nutrients from other sources such as fruits, vegetables, and things with antioxidants and whole grains. So overall, bone broth is good as long as you like it. Okay, last question. Okay, so this person, they wanted high protein snack ideas. What I figured I would do with this is I will share my 3 favorite recently, and then I have a on-the-go snack guide that does have protein-rich snacks in it. So I will share a link for you to get that. It's free for you to download. So after the live, I will share a link for you to get the snack guide, and there will be more snack ideas there. But I'll share 3. One of them I actually shared in the slide before this with my story, which was a Greek yogurt high protein dip. It's super simple to make. I take Greek yogurt. You can do plain, you can do vanilla. If you do vanilla, it's going to be a bit sweeter. So it depends on what you're making. But I took Greek yogurt, peanut butter, and honey and mixed it all together. And it was really great high protein dip with apples. You can do it with graham crackers, whatever the case may be. It's really great with fruit, I would say. And you can do this with other seasonings, and you don't have to necessarily make it sweet. If you are wanting to do, let's say like a ranch dip or, we'll just say a ranch dip. You can do plain Greek yogurt and then get ranch seasoning, or you can look up a seasoning online to make a homemade ranch seasoning if you want to do that. And mix it in, and you can get that flavor you're looking for to have with vegetables, maybe crackers, pita chips. And again, that's one of my favorites for high protein. It's a nice dip. And then there's also trail mix, which you can do from the store, or you can buy home, or you can do homemade. Some things that I like to do if I do a homemade trail mix is granola, and I'll do dried edamame or dried chickpeas, or again, any nuts or seeds like almonds or walnuts. Mix that together with a granola, and then you can do dried fruit, or you can do chocolate chips or peanut butter chips. I'll do sometimes for a little more sweetness. So that is another one where you can make homemade or just buy on your own, but really great to get some protein in, especially through any nuts or seeds that you use, like the dried edamame or chickpeas or any of those other nuts or seeds I mentioned. Last one, this is I would say classic or pretty common, but any like protein bites where you make it with oats and chia seeds or flaxseed and coconut and peanut butter. I really like those. I don't make them enough, but I do like to make them ahead of time before the week starts, and they're really nice to snack on during the week if you need a high protein snack. So those again are, I feel like, really easy, and you can individualize and get different flavors with them, and those are probably my 3 recently favorite high protein snacks. Again, I am going to share after this, I'm going to share the link to download my on-the-go snack guide, so there'll be more ideas in there, and you can get that if you're looking for any more snack ideas in general that will have protein sources in them. And one thing I like to note with that, because of the high protein, and that it is, I would say, at least in, again, just lately in social media and diet culture, it's put on a pedestal, protein is, and it's made to seem more important than any of the other nutrients out there. And while it is important, it's not as important as carbs and fat and vitamins and minerals you get from fruits and vegetables typically. So making sure you're not just prioritizing protein, you're prioritizing those other food groups alongside of protein to get the most benefits from the nutrients, and to make sure you are keeping your body nourished with the proper nutrients to thrive. So I just want to make that note that protein is important, not as important as the other food groups. So make sure you're putting them together so they can do their job properly. Those were the main questions I got for this month's live Q&A. And just a reminder, again, I do this the first Friday of every month. If you have questions that you want answered related to nutrition, mindful eating, any personal questions you can ask me. I will drop the question box on Wednesdays of the first week of the month, and you can add them there. If you have something come up and you want to DM it to me and let me know that you want it answered on the live Q&A, that is fine too. But just keep it in mind, I'll do it the first Friday of the month moving forward. And one last note before I go, for February, I did open up my Mindful Heart Health Challenge for February, since it is National Heart Health Awareness Month. So what that is, it's a weekly email series for the month of February, and I talk more about nutrition, movement, stress management, mental health habits that you can implement that can help keep your heart healthy. If you're interested, again, I will share that after the live for you to sign up. That is also free. So you will, again, see a recipe after this for the high protein dip, and then you can join the Mindful Heart Health Challenge as well. That's it for this month's Friday Q&A. Thanks so much for everyone who asked questions and joined. Again, we will do this again next month.